So there are three simple steps to winning on LinkedIn. First of all, to build and optimize your profile. Second of all, to make quality connections. And third, to source and produce quality content. And we'll break each of these down in turn. Step one, building and optimizing your profile. I'm going to walk you through my LinkedIn profile. It's something that I've spent a lot of time on. It's not the best profile in the world, but hopefully you can pick something up out of this and hopefully apply it to your own profile. So here I want to talk you through my LinkedIn profile and some of the basic things that you should get right when updating your profile. The first thing is to make sure that you've got a really clear background image. So try and think of something that reflects about where you're based or something about what you do. So obviously I'm based in Sydney in Australia, and this is a photo I took looking back over the city at sunset. And so it's kind of reflective of where I'm based and what I'm interested in. You can go and edit that now. There's some specifications I've put in the worksheet as well about what the best size for that image is. Next, I want to look at the profile photo. So this really should be just head and shoulders, good lighting, no sunglasses or anything like that, just in usual business attire. So it doesn't have to be formal, doesn't have to be in a suit or a dress or things like that, but just what you would wear on a normal sort of business day. It's up to you how formal you want to make it, I guess, but for me, I sort of chose that smart casual type of look. I've got my name, obviously I've got the background here of what I'm doing, where I'm based, then the number of connections that's populated automatically, and it also pulls up some of the places that I've studied. So you can go and edit that information through here. It's pretty intuitive. Add your education in, where you're based. I might change that. That's suggested Sydney. What industry you're focused on. And then some information about extra contacts. Now this is a really important part. If you do nothing else with your LinkedIn profile, please make sure that you do this. So based on that personal branding statement that we created before, then you can go and put that into your About section. So copy and paste that into here as a summary. And the last thing I want to add about on your About section is having a call to action. So perhaps consider putting your email address in there if people would like to connect with you, so that it gives them something positive that they can actually go away and do. Further down the page, I've got some featured projects that I've worked on, and this one's an article that I wrote about what's happening to the tourism industry. Some statistics about your dashboard, any sort of activity or engagement that you've had recently. So that's all pulled in automatically. And then you start to get into the roles. So having a clear title, who you work for, how long you worked for, and then just some bullet points or short sentences about what you do with that role. The other thing I really like about this is you can start to include some case studies. So I've got some case studies of work that I've done with clients down under here. Keeping it fairly concise. And if there's any gaps or breaks in your career, don't be afraid to list it out and be honest, because people will look at that, and if there's a gap in the dates, they will want to know what the answer is. Moving down the bottom, we've got education, any volunteering experiences, and then skills and endorsement. So I tend to use this as a networking thing. So when I first start working with people and I've just come to the end of a project, then I usually go and endorse them for a particular skill. So that's good. And recommendations. The more that you can give and receive recommendations, obviously the better it is. Think of it like a personal review about you and what you've done. So I've got a mix here of students, clients, partners that I work with. Usually people will be quite happy to write a review for you if you do one in return. You can add in your accomplishments. Also some projects, like I really like this. This is another area for case studies. And you can even tag people that you worked on those projects with. And interests. So this is where you're starting to get in some of that aspirational kind of stuff. So I know that's been a quick introduction, but this is just a basic overview of how you might want to update your profile.